Filthy chaos. They think they can take from Lord Quick. I shall not allow it. Lord Quick will surely reward me for defeating these stupid chaos things. Yes, yes. Skaven hordes will overrun them and make example of puny chaos. Everybody will fear the name Rukus Razorclaw soon enough. Yes, yes. Come now, we have much to accomplish, my ratkin.
So Rukus defends against this chaos invasion that's sneakily come through the water to attack Quick's light. I'm ready, I'm arranged. I'm going to try and take this hill for a little bit of high ground. My reinforcing army's just arriving. Get them up quick time. I think I'm going to play quite defensively in this one. I'm going to let them come to me as they are attacking. Come on, fellas. Don't have much in the way of armor piercing, which is a little bit of a concern when facing the chaos. Some skirmisher cav coming up. We should be able to deal with them pretty easily with all of our ranged slingers. They should go down pretty quick. So yeah, I'm not sure what tactics to employ here because we do lack the armor piercing. I feel like this one's going to be a grindy slugfest because we don't have the armor piercing to get through them, but we do have a lot of numbers. So it's going to take them a long while to chew through all of my rats. So it's just going to take a long time either way. Engaging these missile cav now. I'll tell you what we can do actually. Get a sneaky menace below. Maybe we can get hold of one of these units and stab them in the frickin' eyes. If you're quick. No, too slow. Oh, we've reeled one in. That'll do. So those missile cab, not really worried about them at all. We should be able to deal with them no problem. Chaos spawn could be an issue. We do have spearmen, but they're not the best, of course. We'll see how the enemy army presents itself to us, and we will deal with them accordingly. And this is the second of 3 armies that have come our way from our Chaos Ritual invasion force. So once we defeat these 2 armies, it should be plain sailing to the completion of our ritual. Dealing with these skirmisher cavs well enough, gunning them down. One of them was wavering just now. Looks like they're running away. Good old Night Runners. I've become quite a fan of Night Runners actually. They're a pretty good unit because they can fire in any direction. They're very good at kiting infantry and they can actually fight in melee a bit themselves. So they can play many different roles in many situations. Still would like to get rid of these skirmisher cav before the main army arrives though. Don't want to have to try and deal with their annoyance. Not that I'm worried they're going to do too much damage, as they're generally quite low damage units anyway, apart from the axe, the armor piercing axe versions. They can be a bit more dangerous. But we should have them gunned down fairly soon. Look at that. All those stones, or whatever they're firing. Slingers, I guess they generally fire stones, or rat shit. Who knows? What am I on about? This battle's going quite slowly. Come on. Hurry up, reinforcements. I'm going to get bored and just rush them in a minute. Just try and surround them with all my numbers and just hope for the best. See what happens. Getting rid of the missile cav finally. Where's my engineers? There. Oh, he's got a little spell actually. What is it? Bombardment. Warp lightning. We'll save that actually. We'll wait till they're in position. Warp lightning is one they could quite easily run out of the way of. So we'll wait till they're engaged. You should be out the way. Why are you not skirmishing? Okay, let's engage some of this infantry. We've got some chaos spawn around. Going to try and get the spears on them, obviously. Let's get Rukus into the fray. Everyone into the fray. Oh, let's make sure we try and tie up that hell cannon there. Okay. Maybe my skirmishers could start to come around the side. If we can tie up all their infantry. Got to get rid of that hell cannon. Oh, some warhounds over here. Cheeky. Didn't even see those. You can start shooting stuff in the back. That would be really handy against chaos. Getting some side shots in here on their sort of front line, if you can call it that. It's a bit of a mishmash. Now is the time for warp lightning in the middle of this. This should be nice. Oh, oh, oh. Came sooner than I expected. That's what she said. Got some units doing nothing here, getting shot. Let's get over there. I'm just going to mash everyone into everything. Flank around with these ones a bit maybe. Get after them. Got my Night Runners, hopefully still popping off on the backs of this front line. My spawned clan rats have failed their mission. So that thing is unbreakable, I need to kill it off, so somebody's got to go and deal with it. Make sure my characters are in the fight, they'll do a lot of damage. Rukus, he is in there, jolly good. They do have some armor piercing though, so we have to be careful. Don't want to get mashed up by that. I'll have to get my Night Runners in a minute. Don't want to have to charge them in, but I will if I have to. Let's get a menace below on that again. Got to try and get rid of it. It could do a lot of damage to our crowded up units there. Missile calves are going. We've got some wavering. We should slowly be wearing them down though. Very slowly we'll be wearing off all their health. And there'll be little of them left. I'm actually a little bit worried now. I really probably should have flanked a bit more. Instead of turning it into this mass pylon shit. Pylon! That reminds me of school. Did you ever have pylons at school? Playing a game on your lunch, one kid falls down, another kid jumps on top, another kid screams, pylon! And then literally every kid within a 20-foot radius just runs and jumps on top of that pile. And next thing you know, you've got a pile of like 10 kids with one poor bastard at the bottom. Good times. Good times. If you didn't experience that as a boy at school, you were missing out, my friend. You were missing out. Unless you were the kid on the bottom, then it wasn't so fun. Especially when a fat kid jumped on top. Anyway, speaking of fat kids, these chaos spawn are annoying. I wish they'd die already. Still just slowly, nearly got the hell cannon gone, thankfully. Just slowly wearing everything down. Let's try and get some flanking penalties on this stuff. We're going to start to need it. I think chaos spawn, of course, won't rout. We need to kill them all. We've had many a routed unit, but Skaven, of course, will keep coming back. I'm trying to get after their lord now. I've sent my engineer and Rukus to try and kill off their lord, because I think that's going to be one of the keys here for us now. Drop another one of these in the crowd. Oh, so much wavering. We're not wavering many of them, or any of them apart from the missile cav. Oh dear. I may have been too hasty in my attack and too careless with my plan. Get the Night Runners up a bit, keep them firing. We've still got a fair amount of ammo left. They are upgraded Chaos Warriors as well. There we go, we're starting to waver. Oh, that's frickin'. They're not going to help my morale, these Warhounds. Let's try and get rid of them. Oh, we got routing. Oh, we're getting their lord though. He has routed. We just need to finish him off or chase him off the field. Drop another spell. These spells are probably going to be part of the key here. We're getting rid of them on the right. There's only so much the chaos spawn left over there. They are starting to break through the centre a bit though. We need to tie them up. We're wavering some of these chaos warriors. This is good. Things are looking up. I'll send in one of my Night Runners. Come on, Skaven slaves. You need to finish things off. I think we're going to be okay. I'm feeling better about it now. Let's get Rukus back in. Oh, actually, let's keep him on their general. Missile cav is still being a pain in the ass. Wish they'd go away quicker. This stuff on the right, probably too much fighting chaos spawn there. We only need the spears on them. Just the spears, please. Oh, so I think this one's going to be okay. Now, I think the problem with this campaign and the Vortex campaign is that I'm not really going to be able to leave my home province. Like when I said I had some plans before, I did have some plans, but they were all away from home, like sailing across the oceans, going to some other lands and exploring. But because of all these chaos invasions that come with the rituals, I feel like I can't leave, and I'm not going to be able to afford an extra army to stay there while Queek goes off and does whatever he wants everywhere else. So I'm kind of worried that this campaign is going to be kind of limited, because I like to try and do weird things. That was a nice spell there, routing 2 of those. Hopefully we get some mass routing. Yes, white flags all over the board. They really hate the magic. So many times I've just finished off the chaos with one little spell, and then there's white flags all over the place. Apart from the chaos spawn, of course, because they don't want to go anywhere. But it's all good. We got this one. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to be a bit limited in what I'm going to be able to do, so I'm kind of disappointed in that. And I'm not sure I'll do another Vortex campaign, to be honest. I don't really like having to be a slave to something and not having the freedom to just do what I want and kind of make my own story of it. I'm forced to follow the game's set story for me, which makes it kind of linear in that sense. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel. I'll see how I feel at the end of the campaign, but so far I'm feeling a Mortal Empires campaign would be more exciting for me for the next campaign. And I think I could do a lot more with it and make a more entertaining campaign series of videos as well. So it's a win-win for you and for me. You get a better series, I get to do what I want. It's a bit more fun for everyone. But we'll see how this campaign goes. People can let me know at the end if you enjoyed this campaign. And maybe you could, at the end, rate my campaigns. I've done Greenskins, Chaos. Have I done another one? Is that it? I've only done Greenskins and Chaos. I feel like I've done more. Oh, Arguelon. Of course. The Wood Elves. Arguelon, whatever. So 3 campaigns, and then this one will make the 4th campaign. So you could rate my campaigns at the end, which one you enjoyed the most to watch. I'll be curious to see which one people preferred, if they have watched all of my campaigns. Obviously, I appreciate not everyone has watched all of my 4 campaigns through yet, and the Chaos one isn't even finished yet, and neither is the Skaven, so you can't really rate them yet. Anywho, Pyrrhic victory. We did manage to defeat the Chaos. That's a 2nd army gotten rid of. We'll probably have to try and kill them off, really. Oh, we got a nice bit of food from that. We need to try and kill them off, or they'll come back and be a pain in the ass again. Oh. I thought they were going back for round 2 then. Whew. Wasn't sure I was equipped for that. Now just the one at Yuatek to deal with. Let's get rid of this one first, though. Not a lot left. That should be easy pickings. Goodbye. Oh, it's an ambush as well. Lovely. No escape. Good. Gonna get the food there. Enemy killed. One more army to deal with. I'm gonna move him up just in case I need him. I'm not sure I have time, but we'll give it a try. Queek. I'm still not sure what to do with Queek. Do I want to attack the last defenders? I feel like Krokgar's got some stuff I need. He's got the Warpstone place. Tempted to use a Doom Engineer on this little site and then attack it. I might have to take on the army though, but I'm not sure if that hurts the garrison, the Doom Engineer. Sorry, Doom Engineer. Or the Plague Priest. Setting a plague in their lands might be cool actually, because they've got quite a few settlements. That could be interesting. I await the Chaos decision on whether they wish to attack Yuatek. Slatlander on the move. Very slowly. Why am I watching this? I don't know. Fast forward. Oh, they're going to do it. They're coming after Yuatek. It's mostly in their favour, with a relative chance in mine. Now, this is my garrison army. It's actually pretty good. I'm kind of glad they attacked, to be honest, because I actually get to play a siege defense in a campaign for a change, which would be nice. Got some storm vermin in there. I think we should be alright. Their army really isn't that formidable. A lot of it is monsters and things that can't even get over the wall, so we're going to be able to blast it down with towers before it gets anywhere near us. Battle of Yuatek. Led by Pestilich the Experimenter. So I think the biggest danger here is going to be the infantry. If we can find a way to slow that down, we should be fine. There's Chaos Spawn. I think we'll get plenty hammered by my towers. Got some great weapons. Okay, I think I'm going to send out a couple of meat shield units to hold those Chaos Spawn and stuff in place if I can, or any units in place, just so they get hammered by the towers. Nothing over this side, really. This should be quite a comfortable defense, although I don't really have a lot that can deal with the armor-piercing units very well. I don't have any great infantry myself, apart from the halberds, but of course they're more designed for anti-large, so they can deal with the Chaos Spawn. That's another reason I'm not really worried about the Chaos Spawn too much. But the Chaos Warriors are going to need to take a hammer in. I can use my artillery for that job. Let's arrange over here in front of this gate, as all the Chaos Spawn are over this side. Maybe put one off over here, just in case they come to this side. We'll just try to put a mix of everything around, so we've got all bases covered. Going to send out some of these rats. Pestilich, or however the hell you pronounce that name. I have no idea. Do a bit of that. We've got some Poison Wind Globadiers, very nice as well. That'll aid us even more in taking down those Chaos Spawn. Night Runners, Gutter Runners even. Cool. Now, who should we send out into the fray? Maybe some Skaven Slave Slingers, because they're kind of expendable. Although they won't hold them there very long. Clan Rats with shields, however, should. So we'll take one unit of each of the two types. One normal clan rats with shields and one of the spear variety. And they can just try to hold them back out in the open while the towers absolutely lay waste to them. Hopefully. Out we go, out we go. Make sure I don't send the halberds out there. Don't want to waste them. Okay, here we go. These ones are being dicks in the doorway. Get out the door, please. No. Oh, dearie me. Come on. Figure it out. Stop being dicks in the doorway. That sounds like a band name. Ladies and gentlemen, Dicks in the Doorway. Not the best band name. A bit of a weird one. My spears are coming out. Here we go. We're going to line up with these Chaos Spawn. Oh, Hell Cannon coming in though. Oh, that got us. That got us a treat. They don't have any towers actually, I've just noticed, which is kind of odd. What were they waiting for? Why did they wait a few turns to attack if they were just going to not build any towers? The AI is literally ridiculous. Yeah, that'll make life even easier, to be honest. Which isn't really what I want. It's too easy means too boring. I want a challenge. I'm going to get my clan rats into these two units. My missiles in the towers should absolutely lay into them. Plague Claw need to target. Some chaos out here, they'll do. Cool, so honestly this should be really quite easy as they don't even have any towers. So they're going to have to climb ladders, which means they're going to be really tired when they get to the top, meaning Skaven slaves will probably beat the crap out of them. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the idea. They'll be very, very tired. They're just sitting in front of my towers. They could move forward a bit and get out of the way of the towers, but nope. They'd rather just take the fire in the face. Cool. Here they come. Coming up the walls. My slingers don't want to be fighting them. I'll try to get my halberds on them, if anything, to deal with the Chaos Warriors, as they will be our biggest threat. So by now you've probably heard of Thrones of Britannia. Total War, Thrones of Britannia on its way, the first saga in the saga series. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a period I'm much a fan of. I'm curious though to what the sieges will be like. Hopefully not like this. I believe they will take them back to how they were in the previous games, Attila, Rome 2, which will be far superior. Hopefully, many of you Warhammer only Total War players, which have, just started playing Total War because of Warhammer and haven't played any previous Total Wars, hopefully you'll give it a try. I'm curious if there are any that are going to. Let me know in the comments. Are you planning to give Thrones of Britannia a try? Have you given any of the historical ones a try, the old historical ones, since playing Warhammer as your first Total War? Let me know. I'm kind of curious as to whether people have ventured out, or how many people have ventured out into that historical land. And if so, did you enjoy it? Now I'm kind of wondering, like, for Warhammer 3, obviously it's a trilogy, there's going to be one more, we know this. Maybe, just maybe, they'll bring back the 360 sieges for the last game. And maybe they'd even add naval combat. I think that would be pretty cool. Everyone's obviously been moaning about those two things, mostly the sieges. But if we had naval combat and sieges back, I think that would really catapult Warhammer 3 to being above these two. Because at the moment, I think a lot of people see Warhammer 2 as just an add-on to Warhammer 1. And it really is. It's all very similar. If you play the Mortal Empires campaign as one of the old factions, you're basically just playing Warhammer 1 with a slightly bigger map and a few extra different factions. So it's kind of, a questionable thing, I guess, as a lot of people have mentioned. But I think to really gain some respect from the community, they need to do something different for Warhammer 3. They can't just do the same again and make it the same as Warhammer 1 or even Warhammer 2. So hopefully they're going to bring back the sieges and bring back naval combat. That's my hopes anyway. I honestly have no idea whether they would or whether they will, but it would be cool if they did. Chaos Spawn have broken in now, but I've got a whole ton of halberds ready to stab them in their freaking eyes. Although I don't have a lot to stab these Chaos Marauders in their eyes, but they're not too tough because they're only Chaos Marauders. My Wind Globadiers need to get down here actually, so I can start peppering those bastard Chaos Spawn, aka Fat Kids, as now I'm going to apparently call them. Their lord is just outside this door. This should be nice. This should put a pretty swift end to all these Chaos Spawn as they're all clumped up there in the doorway. My lord's over here. We can drop a spell. Is that going to work? Nope. Oh, it did. Oh, that'll do. Got him a little bit. Better than nothing, I suppose. They're starting to overrun us a bit on this side. Their superior units are outmatching our crappier ones, it seems. Trying to get a bit of an angle with the Plague Claw, but it's not really working too well. Here we go. Poison Wind Globos coming in. Look at all these Chaos Spawn bunched up. Yo. Nice. That'll do a good amount of damage. Starting to push through a little bit. All the Lords in there now. So we've got 2 units of Halberds and 1 unit of Skaven Slave Spears. Or Clan Rat Spears, actually. We've routed those ones up there. They can assist down here. So the right side's looking okay. This left side, not so much. We're a little bit outnumbered, I think, and outgunned, so to speak. Once we sort out the Chaos Spawn, though, the units on the right can come over and help out the left. We might be alright, though. If I can get my catapult busting them up a little bit, reducing their morale, we might have a hope. Poison Wind, doing very nice now. All these Chaos Spawn are getting absolutely diminished. Yep, they're all really low on health, really low on numbers. They'll be gone post-haste. There's 1. Or 2. Maybe 2 went down there. Oh no, there's 1 left. Hidden behind the general. Just try and make use of whatever I've got left that's not really doing anything. Some more missiles on this side would be good, I think. Oh, there we go. Wavering some of these. I'm not sure if maybe the Plague Claw hit them. No, it's moving. I guess it couldn't get an angle on them. Think we're going to be okay. And we're wavering their general now. Those Poison Wind Globadiers. Oh! They've white flagged him. That should surely be the... Well, I imagine their entire army is white flagged now. Yeah. Just the Chaos Spawn surviving once again. A very abrupt finish. But I'm not going to complain. Far too easy. I wish they brought towers. But what are you going to do, eh? What are you going to do? Jolly good. We have defended the Chaos Invasion. Our first ritual should be complete pretty comfortably. Close victory. Didn't lose too much. It's our garrison though, so it will replenish forever. We're going to try and finish this army off though, that's the thing. I'm going to have to send Rukus after them, I think. Oh, thought they were coming back again. Are they? Nope, just going to stand outside. That's fine. Stand there all you like. Oh, I can just reach them. Or they're in forced march as well, which means they're all going to be tired. Which surely means a very easy death. Decisive victory. And we had the garrison there as well, so that was just ridiculous. Faction destroyed. Followers of Chaos. Awesome. The first ritual is all but complete in one turn. Oh, I should have my rat ogres now. Yes, let's recruit some of those. And then we must decide what to do. Do we make a move on Krokgar? Do we just take what we have here and leave and go to another land? Can we do that? Can we get away with it? Is that going to be a bad idea? We're a little bit of the way to doing our second ritual already, because it's been building up while I didn't do that first one straight away. I don't think it's Krokgar that's actually here either. I think it's it's another general, but he does have a fairly tough army there. Swords with shields are not easy to deal with, whichever variant it is. So let's advance, and we shall see what transpires. Oh, I think that's Krokgar. I think it looks like him. Hopefully he's going after Zlatlan. Well, not hopefully, but hopefully he's not coming after me is more what I meant. Zlatlan are coming back with their own general. I was going to say army, but it doesn't look like much of an army, so not sure he's going to be able to defend that against that bastard Krokgar. Oh. Shh.
The ritual enacted, the skies over the world shatter, exciting the Grey Seer while his scribe cowered, for he knew their next destination. Deep in the fetid jungle swamplands was the lair of the Screaming One, summoned to this plane by the ritual. Not risking his whiskers, the master sent his minion into the lair. Within, the Vermin Lord awaited. The Screaming One spoke of the vortex at the heart of the Elf Thing's island continent. It was vulnerable due to the comet's passing, ripe for Skaven interference. An engine of doom and curses must be constructed and empowered by 4 more rituals. The vortex would be bound to this machine on completion of the final ritual, giving Skaven untold power. The Screaming One granted the lowly scribe an object encased in iron. The scribe eyed it greedily, but the demon demanded the gift handed to Grace Seer Valskreek. And a final gift, rituals of fabrication to build the machine. The scribe's adopted clan would begin construction at once. But warpstone is needed to power the rituals, and Valskreek already grows impatient.